They've gone well. It's gone well. We've had two scrimmages under our belt that we felt pretty good about. We saw some stuff from the scrimmages that were bright spots. Obviously, areas that we could improve upon, but so far it's gone pretty well.
Just from a standpoint of you, I mean, every assistant wants to be a head coach. I know you didn't want to be this acting head coach in this manner, but you personally, to lead this team, what's that mean for you?
I'm excited for the opportunity. It's something that I've wanted to do. I've had opportunities at lower levels on some stuff that had some interest, but just wasn't the right time, different circumstances. But no, I'm excited, and I've tried to convey that excitement to the girls and let them know that we're all in this together.
Some of the players, interestingly said, no one's going to feel bad for us with this situation, which I think is, and they kind of enjoy having a chip on their shoulder. Like Maddie said, we play better when we have a chip on our shoulder. Have you noticed that? Like, it's kind of it's not a man-made excuse, but it's one of those things where, they have this opportunity now to have that as something to play for.
Yeah, and I think that kind of played out 2 years ago, getting picked what we were picked in the preseason poll, and that was a big motivator. So going from last year being picked preseason number one, then we didn't finish up the way we wanted. But no, I do think this is extra motivation for everybody.
Have you noticed maybe an increased sense of camaraderie amongst the girls? Because sometimes when things like this happen, they have to get closer together in order to pick up the slack.
That's a great example, and we've talked about that multiple times and kind of reiterated that today.
John, have you been in contact with John at all, or did you kind of let him go as he?
I mean, just briefly, but nothing recent, because we want him to have his time away and try to deal with his family and everything. So not constant contact, no.
Just talk about some of the new players that come in this year and how can they impact this team.
I mean, I think you'll see Abby Leiber prove to be a spark for us. She's had a good fall run, and the scrimmages, she was a bright spot for us. We've got Bella Sams, who has tried to understand what we want and everything, and try to go from there. But the young kids are still trying to learn the ropes and everything, especially the freshmen and the expectations. But they're coming along.
Xavier tomorrow, what have we seen from him on film?
It's a little tricky with them just because they had a lot of kids transfer out, new kids coming in, but brand new coaching staff. I mean, really, we've tried to go off of the previous staff where they were at with Iona and just watch film from the individual players from the places they've been in the past and at Xavier. But they're going to be long. They're athletic. They can create some havoc. We got to do a good job of making sure that we hold them in the half court and don't let them get out and run. We really need to do a good job defensively with these guys and make sure that we're boxing out and limiting possessions for them on the offensive end.
You talked about how the players have come together. What about your staff?
Oh yeah, we've kind of joked about this, like, hey, this is a chance for us to kind of get out of the roles that we had initially and kind of make light of it. Just that we're in this together. It's not just one person, and I feel like the staff has been really, really good and on the same page and doing a great job of kind of everybody just taking on extra responsibility since we are down one.
You don't ever want to lose players like you did last year inside, but did it make this team a little bit more multidimensional? Like Maddie was saying, now we've got threats all over the court rather than just what we had inside last year.
Yeah, I mean, we're still going to throw the ball inside, but yes, I do think that we've kind of made it clear to them that we need everybody to kind of step their role up. It doesn't have to be one person per se, but I don't know that we're built this year for it to be one person dominating the stat sheet. So from a coaching standpoint, to me that's nice because everybody's got to come ready to play and stay locked in. But on the flip side of that, I feel like that may make us a little harder to guard because we do have the balance.